Alright, so this is mathematics. So in this video, I'm going to answer 2021 internal, specifically question 22. So the question is saying, given that the square root of 2 is equal to 2 to the power x, find the value of x. Okay. So since I'm having the square root of 2 is equal to 2 to the power x, and I'm finding the value of x here. So which means this square root of 2 can be written also in this form, where I can write it as 2 to the power 2. Okay, I can write it as 2 to the power 2. Then I can equate it to 2 to the power x. Okay, so you are going to find that these two here and this one here, they are going to cancel each other. Then the value of x is going to be what? 2. Then as for b, the diagram below shows the graph of y is equal to, open bracket, negative x plus 2, close, open bracket, x minus 5, close. The graph cuts the x-axis at a and b. Find, Roman numeral 1 is saying coordinates of the points a and b. So now as you can see, point b and point a, or point a and b, they are on the x-axis. Now what happens here is that in the x-axis, y is equal to what? 0. So I'm going to use the equation in the question, or which is defining the curve. Okay, so in this case here, I'm saying in the x-axis, y is equal to what? 0. So in my equation here, where there is y, I'm going to put what? 0. So if I put 0 here, it is going to be 0 is equal to negative x plus 2. Like that, you even put the brackets. Okay, and also open bracket, x minus 5, close bracket. Okay, then from there now, I'm going to say 0 is equal to negative x plus 2. Again, I'm going to say 0 is equal to x minus 5. Then from there now, I'm going to find the values of x. So the first one, I'm going to find that when this 2, which is positive 2, crosses an equal sign, it will change to negative. Now since here I'm finding the value of x, not the value of negative x, which means I'm going to divide by negative 1, even here by negative 1, so that the negative from 2 and also the negative from 1, they are going to cancel each other. So the value of x here is going to be what? 2. Another one, I'm going to say x is equal to, or let me say 0 is equal to x minus 5. So this negative 5 is going to cross an equal sign. So once it crosses an equal sign, it will change to positive. So my value for x is going to be what? 5. Now here they are asking us to calculate the what, or to find the coordinates of b and a, or the coordinates of a and b. So the coordinates, they obey the layout of x, y. So which means here, I'm going to say, as for a and b, since here I'm having x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 5. Now, what happens when you move from the origin and you go to where point B is? You're going to find that the numbers increases. Now, which one here is bigger between 2 and 5? You're going to find that 5 is bigger than 2, which means 5 is going to be the coordinate of what? Of b. Then 2 is going to be the coordinate of what? Of a. Now coordinates, they go in pairs. So in this case here, it's more like we are having 2 comma what? 0. Since a, it is in the x-axis. Okay, a, it is in the x-axis, and 2 is the value of x. So which means here I can say 2 comma 0, since I know that in the x-axis y is equal to 0. So as for a, it is 2 comma 0. Then as for b, I'm going to say it is 5 comma 0. That's all. Okay, and then the last one, which is Roman numeral number 2, is saying find the maximum value of y. So when finding the maximum of value, when finding the maximum value of y here, there are many ways of finding it. So in this case here, I'm going to use this formula, which is saying x is equal to x2 plus x1 divided by 2. Or if you don't want to use this one, you can say x is equal to negative b over 2a. You are going to have the same answer. Okay. So the first thing here, I'm going to find the value of x, which is the x-intercept. So I'm going to say x is equal to, now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use now the same coordinates that I've already found here, which is 2 and 5. Okay, 2 and what? 5. Since here I'm having 2x plus x1. Okay, so which means 2 is going to be my x1, then 5 is going to be my x2. So in this case here, I'm going to write it like this, 2 plus 5. Then the answer is going to be what? 2 plus 5, I'm going to get what? 7 over 2. Okay, so 7 over 2. Now what I'm going to do here, since I'm finding the maximum value of y, which means I'm going to take now the original equation, which is y is equal to, open bracket, negative x plus 2 close, open bracket x minus 5, and plug 7 over 2 where there is x. Okay, so I'm going to say y is equal to, open bracket, so here I'm having x, which is negative x, so I'm going to say negative, then I'm going to put 7 over 2 plus 2, then close, open bracket, here I'm having x, which means I'm going to plug in 7 over 2 minus 5, then close. Then from there now, I'm going to say 2 multiplied by 2, I'm going to get what? 4. 2 multiplied by 2, I'm going to get what? 4. Then from there now, I'm going to say negative 7 minus 4. Negative 7 minus what? 4. I'm going to get what? Negative 3 over what? 2. Negative 3 over 2. Then from there now, let's move on to the next one, which is 7 over 2 minus 5. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to say 2 multiplied by negative 5, I'm going to get negative 10. Negative 10 minus 7, I'm going to get what? Negative 3 over what? Over 2. Then from there now, I'm going to say, since here it's more like a multiplication, okay? So it's more like a multiplication. So I'm going to say negative 3 multiplied by negative 3, I'm going to get what? Positive 9. Then positive 2 multiplied by positive 2, I'm going to get what? Positive 4. So in this case here, the value of y is going to be 9 over what? 4. 9 over 4. Or if you want, you can say y is equal to 2, 1 over what? 4. 2, 1 over what? 4 if you want. Okay, so that was the last one. Thanks for watching.